Halo guys, everybody, welcome back again with me on the channel on gameplay guys. So today selamat pagi, siang, sore, dan malam ya. Assalamualaikum guys, kita lanjutkan lagi ya pertualangan Clive di Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 16 kita. Aku masih menyelesaikan side quest yang terakhir ya guys. Oke, let's go. Kalau nggak salah kita udah nggak di hideaway ya. Aku di mana ya terakhir, aku lupa guys. Oh, kita di sini di Boklat ya. Oke. Di sini kayaknya sudah selesai semua. Nice. Kita langsung pindah ke sini guys, di Ash ya guys. Aku langsung masuk ke XVI aja guys. Ah, itu ada yang tinggal satu di Northridge, aku lupa. Nggak apa-apa ya, nanti kita pergi ke situ guys. Kita selesaikan semua di sini ya. Dan aku berharap di episode ini kita udah kelar semuanya side questnya dan kita bisa memainkan DLC-nya lagi ya guys. Oh, di sini kita nih. Di sini ada Blake nggak nih? Kita nggak bisa pakai manggil Ambrosia dalam sini cuy. Sebenarnya yang aku cari sih cuma pedang ultima yang terakhir itu guys. Makanya aku selesaikan semua side questnya. Dan nanti setelah aku tamat, aku coba new game plusnya ya buat ngambil ultima weapon ya guys. Oke. Alah, aku salah lagi. Bukan di sini. Di situ jalannya. Salah gua cuy. Belok kanan tadi. Nah ini nih yang buat lama nih. Salah jalan. Mestinya tadi gua belok kanan cuy. Nah di sini nih. Nah mestinya cepet tadi kita udah bisa menggelam Rusia. Bener kan? Nah iya cuy, di sini cuy. Main cepat aja ya. Kita skip ya guys. Kita skip monster-monster.
Alright.
No. Just skip it. Just skip. Gak bisa. Nah, di sini guys.
This must be Mickelberg.
Oh, ini kayak pustaka ya? Iya, kenapa itu? Mickelberg. Kayak sedang berdoa gitu deh, cuy.
These people aren't turned.
Iya. Padahal di sini banyak
The village seems
hater.
safe enough at least.
Oh, karena reruntuhan ini nih, makanya mereka aman.
What is going on here?
Did you too heed the call?
Heed the call.
Heed the call?
Panggilan apa?
No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite,
Hah, right?
just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Oh Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did.
Iya.
At least the third chair is still alive. Let's go and find him.
Oh, dari situ. Loh, ini yang mana ini? Oh, ini yang di atas ini. Tunggu, yang harus kita cari kan ini kan? Ini guys. Ini, oh berarti ini dari si Cyril ini guys. Ini side quest dari Cyril ya. Duty Undying. Nah, di sini nih. Oh iya nih. Hooded man.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill, much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter.
What?
You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light.
Ya itu salah.
Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik.
Salah kan?
I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Oh, apa tuh?
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Apa yang terjadi? Ada bunyi kayak sesuatu terbuka ya. Ada yang terbuka gitu guys. Masuk semuanya. Wah, jadi akasik nanti mereka nih. Tadi perasaan nggak ada ether yang masuk. Oh iya, ether flood.
Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her. Come on. Over here!
selesai, nggak perlu aku tahan sampai level 3 tadi.
What now?
Oh, ini kayak Phoenix Gate. Iya. Ini kayak entrance-nya, jalan masuknya. Ada monster tuh dikeluarinnya tuh. Nah, iya kan? Feeling gua tepat, coy.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Bos tuh tadi. Namanya Titus ya. Wow. Nah. Kena cuy. Level 4 deh. Nice. Wah. Nice. Itu yang paling keren yang terakhir ya. Jadi villagernya selamat dong semestinya. Masih ada lagi nih. Oh, ada yang lewat satu.
Damn it!
Ah, no. Oh no. Dia mau mengorbankan diri. Siapa tadi yang terchair tadi?
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves
udah mulai berubah deh nih. Udah mulai berubah deh.
Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. my findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Berubah mereka. Berubah jadi kasik.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Itu mah semua yang dipercaya sama ini. Berubah kan? Semua yang dipercaya sama siapa nih? Barnabas nih. Ini salvationnya yang mereka bilang. Loh, tapi mereka nggak nyerang ya? Biasanya kalau berubah jadi akasik mereka nyerang loh guys. Ini nih ajarannya si Barnabas. Sesat. Oh, dia langsung balik ke si Cyril ya.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
They are saved. Deket tuh, deket. Di depan situ si Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them, and you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Ya, ini berarti dia udah jadi orang yang bebas ya. Mereka mati dengan keinginan mereka sendiri. Nah, level dong. Clay Heart Signboard. Ah, ada dapat Horicalcum. Horicalcum ya. Gimana baca itu Horicalcum? Itu buat pedang kan? Oke, ini udah kelar. Kita langsung ke sini ya. Ada satu lagi ya. Oh, bukan cuy. Kita pergi ke Ash lagi nih. Nah, ini. Ravenwitch Wall. Nanti di Nordrich aku lupa lagi. Di Nordrich ada satu lagi. Oh, di sini dia. Wah, banyak cuy. Ada 3 yang terdekat dulu dong. Nobody's Tool. Oh, kalau di sini mah udah jadi Akashic semua nih, guys.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
Oh, si Doris di sini, guys. Sini kan.
Thanks, Gal.
Aku coba ganti deh. Ability set. Oh, mau pakai ini ya. Nah, itu deh si Doris. Berani banget dia di sini sendiri, guys.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. Locked up tight.
Tadi katanya use key. Kuncinya bukan di situ yang dipakai. Balmung Dark.
So this place was no ordinary prison.
Oh,
And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Ini ada jalan naik ke atas tuh. Tapi kan kita tadi disuruh searching yang bagian bawah aja, cuy. Bagian atas enggak. Kuza is recognized as especially aggressive species. Kuza? Apa itu Kuza?
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Supply shortage left us insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care.
They were feeding bearers to it.
Yeah.
This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Oke, baru naik ke atas ya.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Wah, baru dapat kuncinya nih. Turun dong, iya kan? Turun kan, guys? Di situ kan tadi jalannya. Nah, ini.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Ada suara bocil. Ada suara
Survivor.
bocil.
And she sounds close.
Nah, ini dia.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was was eaten by the monster.
Of course they were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too.
Siapa lagi Chadwick?
Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Itu dia cuy. Behemoth itu, behemoth. Jalan masuknya yang mana? Mana jalan masuknya cuy? Dari sini kah? Kita naik ke atas ya? Bukan lagi. Wow, sini guys. Wah, tempat yang besar ya. Ini kayaknya lama mati ini guys. Ini dia Kuza itu. Wah, ternyata Han loh guys. Mampus kau.
I can't let that happen.
Behemoth soalnya nih. Behemoth nih dia biasanya ngasih meteor terus nih. Behemoth Shackle.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Apa?
No.
Apa itu? Buku.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Di bawahnya anak kecil tadi ya, yang bocil tadi.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he
Terima
fought
kasih
to
kepada
the
api,
bitter end to save her.
kepada iblis gitu.
To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember.
Thank the flame kata dia kan.
The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Nobody's tool. Nice level cuy, level 46. Ada lagi nih. Ambil dulu ding. Ini kayaknya si Blackthorn lagi nih. Kayaknya nggak selesai ya. Side questnya banyak cuy. Udah yang keempat nih.
Heard the bad news then, did ya?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
Oh, di desanya si
village?
Blackthorn.
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
Okay, have to help.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Aduh, yang terakhir dong ini banyak banget nih si Blacksmith Blues. Kayaknya dia banyak membuka sesuatu ya guys. Tunggu, aku mau cek dulu lah di tempat si Blackthorn ada senjata yang baru nggak ya? Ini sekalian aku ambil nih guys. Where's the wheel ini ya? Yang sama si Joshua. Biar bisa kita pakai lagi nih dia. Dia ikut sama kita.
Clive. Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Where there's a wheel. Ini dia. Setelah ini nanti baru bisa kita ngambil side quest ya. Side quest. DLC cuy. Nice. Oke, baru kita keluar. Ini Tabor. Ini ada tinggal satu lagi di sini ya. Aku selesaikan yang di sini deh guys. Yang di S sudah selesai semua nih. Baru kita kembali lagi ke Valestianya ya, yang di mainlandnya. Feeder Grass. Ini dia. Sama ini. Ini ada yang besar cuy. Gila nih, behemoth lagi nih. Jangan-jangan Han lagi. Coba ya kita lawan ya. Tunggu, aku mau ganti dong. Pakai ini lagi guys. Oh bukan. Oh ya, Han guys. Nice. Kita dapat Han guys. Gila behemoth cuy. Behemoth King. Waduh gila, rankingnya S cuy. Hah. Susah nggak nih? Susah dong bang. Ah tidak. Iya kita udah bawa. Udah ada sama si Joshua cuy. Maunya yang ini aku ambil dari awal ya, biar Joshua ngikut kita terus guys. Gila, kemana-mana pergi kameranya. Oh, no. Kuat banget deh cuy. Selesai kau. Belum. Masih banyak energinya ternyata. Terakhir nih. Terakhir, mati kau. Nice. Ini kayaknya apa terkuat nih ya? Hunter kuat nih guys. Gila dapat experience aja 20.000. Naik level dong. Guys.
No match for you, eh, Toggle?
Gila semuanya habis.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Run like the wind.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Bookworm? Yang ini nih kali ini rumahnya. Royal Intelligence. Panggil mama.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Take this from the local barracks.
Complete botany of Baines.
His interests were certainly varied.
Ada lagi nih. Chapter berapa nih? The Fallen of Bearer.
This is it.
This is it.
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Oh.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Apa ini?
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions.
Oh, eksekutor.
Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Yakin lo? Kalau ini mah gampang.
Let's see, shall we?
berubah jadi api juga. Siapa itu? Oh, siapa? Si Joshua guys, Joshua. Aku lupa. Selesai. Mestinya dia nggak kita bawa di sini ya.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait!
Damn
it.
Malah deket tuh.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Oke, nanti ya. Nanti kita ke Vivian guys. Kita kesini dulu guys. Kita selesaikan yang di situ. Ya. Suara apa tuh? Oh, raptor itu raptor guys. Ada flood, ether flood. Ayo kesini jalan ini. Mana jalannya? Wah, ujung situ. Nah, ini jalannya.
I can walk from here. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Oh, ini yang diminta siapa tadi itu ya? Siapa namanya aku lupa. Dia minta registry dia sebelumnya dari sini soalnya. Dia minta carikan registrinya. Catatan. Conditioning?
This is nothing short of torture.
Bed bag. Conservatory Read Incorporation.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating.
Herman ya namanya.
It's a wonder
Herman.
he survived this place.
Recently learn. Ini apa lagi nih, penyiksaan lagi di sini guys.
This reads like a suicide note.
Yes,
Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. Forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Iya ini catatannya nih. Ada 4 orang anak ya. 6 10. Terus ada 3 yang kosong.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. And where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Udah berubah deh jadi akasik.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Ya, sekalian kita ke tempat Vivian ya. Habis dari tempat Herman.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Kalau kita biarkan dia pergi sana sendiri, dia pasti mati juga tuh. Oke. Udah selesai di sini. Aku mau belanja dulu lah. Belum ke tempat Vivian ya. Jill masih belum join sama kita ya. Dia kan cuma tinggal satu misi ini aja nih guys. Apa Hani harus diselesaikan juga ya? Oh iya, kita ke tempat si Karen dulu guys. Gila, nyelesain side questnya sama panjangnya dengan cerita main story-nya.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
All right.
Them rumours Wetlegs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Ceritanya itu buat apa?
Clive. Going purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't.
Ini last elixir cara makainya gimana ya? Nggak bisa kepake ya.
The other way.
Udah kan? Udah ya. Oke, kita pergi ke Vivian lagi guys.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Udah nih, nggak ada lagi nih harusnya. Selesai dong, Scholar Bonnet. Wah, ini kayaknya penuh nih chamber kita nih. Coba aku cek dulu ya sebelum kita keluar dari sini, guys. Aku mau pergi ke sini lagi ya. Dua tempat nih sama sini. Sini dulu deh. Sebelum kita menyelesaikan yang itu. Aku cek dulu di chamber kita, guys. Nanti kalau nggak salah aku Echoes of the Fallen ini sama si Charon ini. Udah ada senjata yang baru belum yang bisa kita buat?
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be?
Everdark udah kita buat. Ini ya, Ouroboros belum bisa dibuat, guys.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of
Making a man. Wah, ini siapa nih?
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Amends itu tuh apa ya? Permintaan ya? Ada lagi ternyata. Masih belum kelar cuy. Panjang ceritanya. Tunggu nih aku cek dulu ya. Wah, wall of memory-nya udah penuh guys. Wah, masih ada yang kosong nih. 1, 2, 3, 5 lagi guys. Ada 5 lagi yang kosong ya. Oke. Oh, enggak di sini ya? Iya, di sini kan. Biar Hippocrates kan di sini.
Lawsman Hippocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Okay. Di sini ya. Di Ace lah. Langsung guys, kita pergi ke situ guys. Kita ambil. Kita lawan tuh wyvernnya. Mudah-mudahan Han ya. Wah, di sini dia nih. Udah pernah kesini kan? Udah pernah nih guys. Skip aja nih. Kita langsung ke tempatnya aja. Ini Wyvern kan? Yang misinya Harpocrates barusan.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Straight home now.
Oh, bukan lawan.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a...
Ya, udah cukup. Langsung kita kembali. Nggak perlu lawan musuh ya guys, biar cepet guys.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
Kirain aku tadi lawan naga dulu guys.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Mana si Dion ya? Dion di sini. Nah ini.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
Belum.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates.
Masih ingat deh.
No. I dare not show my face before him.
Loh, kenapa?
Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost.
Apa dikasihnya?
I shall not forget this.
Oh, sesuatu lagi nih buat di dalam kamarnya si Clive.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales.
Huh?
I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Stolas itu apa? Kuil itu tuh kayak bulu gitu, guys.
When that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Oh, itu ditaruh di chambernya si Clive ya. Oke. Yang dari si apa tadi? Si Dion tadi dapat apa kita? Bahamut Mercy, reduce Giga Flare countdown. Oke. Udah nih. Yuk, kita selesaikan yang lain, guys. Aku pergi ke sini dulu ya. Not Bridge. Panjang ya, cuy. Aku harap kalian nggak bosan nih ngikutin ceritanya.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Oh, di situ ternyata. Come on, Joshua.
The garrison said they take another 100.
Those whites will think twice before attacking.
Let's go.
Let's
fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, girl. What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Di jail mana ya? Mungkin habis gue selesai.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Smooth like the butter. Oh, ini kita bicara dengan Cyril lagi nih. Oke, ini udah. Si Cyril di Boklat ya? Oh, enggak. Oh, ini yang di Dravos nih. Oke, kita ambil yang ini dulu deh. Ini yang siapa tadi nih? Siapa namanya? Si August tadi, August.
So Dravos is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
Good day.
Oke, dari sini. Dancing still.
Go safely now.
Ini si August.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid.
Zoltan.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravos would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Balik si Blackthorn. Akhirnya ketemu. Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. spoken, our master didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me, the best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe. Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Over here!
All yours, Torgal.
All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal!
ada yang besarnya.
Apparently not.
Wow, two-headed dragon. Oh, bukan, ini apa ini? Oh, aneh bentuknya cuy. Berotot badannya. Singa itu kan.
Not getting past me.
Oh iya, ini Chimera namanya. Nice.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravost won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Okay, fungsinya apa itu, Sil?
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Ada senjata khusus.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork.
Oh, yeah?
Between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
Oh, kayaknya kita bisa membuat pedang baru tapi di tempat yang lain ya, bukan sama si Blackthorn.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Wah, membuat senjata legendaris kita, cuy. Nah, ini gunanya. Ini gunanya aku menyelesaikan itu. Menyelesaikan side quest, cuy. Akhirnya aku dapat membuat senjata legendaris.
Ah, the man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you. It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the outer aisles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Ini side quest yang udah aku kumpulin semuanya nih, cuy.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk to the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Ini ada shot, ada apanya enggak? Ada cutscene. Oh, enggak ada. Cuma tang-ting aja, guys.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Wih. Gila pedangnya. Ini bukannya pedangnya siapa ini, cuy? Pedangnya si siapa namanya, gue lupa. Final Fantasy 15. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
Quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
Ragnarok, cuy.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
Ada lagi.
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Masih ada lagi, cuy.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Wah, ini kita udah dapat Ragnarok nih, cuy. Nice, akhirnya aku dapat senjata legendaris. Tapi katanya masih ada lagi yang lebih tinggi ya. Gotterdam. Gotterdam Rung. Iya, ini ada di apa ini? Final Fantasy 15 nih, guys. Gotterdam Rung ini nih. Dapat ya. Ragnarok, coy. Udah langsung dipakai belum ya? Wah, Ragnarok warna kuning, cuy. Tapi turun ya dari Defender. Masih tinggi Defender aku. Tunggu, aku cek dulu ya. Gotterdam Rung itu udah bisa dibuat belum? Masih ada lagi Blacksmith Blues 4. Tunggu.
So, will it be?
Wah, kalau ini positif tinggi nih, guys. Dark Steel satu lagi sama Primitive Battle Horn.
That it? Fine.
Oke. Ada lagi nih. 3 companies. Wah, ini bukannya siapa nih? Uncle Byron.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, You were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Yeah, if that is your wish.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Three companies. Gila, kayaknya nggak selesai deh guys. Masih banyak ini side questnya. Tunggu kita cek lagi ya. Nah ini dia nih, di Boklat lagi. Yang di Ash sudah selesai ya. Aku selesaikan dulu nih, siapa ini? Si Joshua guys. Biar Joshua beneran join. Tapi dia udah join ya sama kita ya. Nih kita ngomong sama si Cyril.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Oh, ini perang yang diceritakan bapaknya waktu pertama kali ya. I know you have the strength, courage. This shall be Arduo's inheritance.
An inheritance?
Ada warisan.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Requitory? Di mana itu requitory? Oh, ini. Yes.
My lord, Your Grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress, but with His Grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed. I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Pasti dong diselesaikan. Slay Simurgh in the Titan's Wake. Oke, kita harus kemana ini guys? Ah, ke sini guys. Oke. Wah, nyampe di sini nih guys. Tunggu. Bener kan? Bener cuy.
This is no time to ride.
Oh, belum nih, belum bisa nih. Nah, di sini nih. Oke. Glided path.
Good girl.
Yeah, good girl. Lah, Ambrosia. Itu yang paling favorit gua tuh kalau dia ngomong gitu. Wah, rame cuy. Wah, ini kayaknya oh, bukan Han guys, bukan Han.
Kill! All yours, Torgal!
Nice, selesai. Belakang cuy, dari sini jalannya. Nih, dunianya jadi gelap gulita guys. Karena Ultima. Bener nih. Sini cuy. Salah. Kita jalan kaki aja ya. Banyak musuh soalnya. Lah, ini mereka ngapain di sini nih? Udah standby.
Now, Torgal!
Selesai. Nice. Walaupun begitu masih ada yang tetap lebih kuat ya guys. Itu yang tadi Behemoth yang aku lawan yang ranking S tadi guys. Sebelumnya aku pernah juga nih ngelawan Han yang ranking S ya. Tapi aku lupa di mana. Pokoknya pernah deh. Kalau nggak salah aku lawan yang ranking S guys.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Nah, ini dia. Kita lawan Simurgh ya. Ah, itu dia guys. Han bukan. Bukan guys.
There it is. For House Rosfield.
All yours, Torgal!
Wah, nggak kena sih.
Now, Torgal! Go! Torgal, kill!
selesai guys. Cuma ini aja kan yang mesti kita lawan untuk menyelesaikan ini guys. Ah, ini dia Hearthstone guys. Dapat kita Hearthstone.
Is this the Hearthstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Oke. Kita kembali lagi ke Godita ya. Tumben nggak ada ini ya. Nggak ada muncul itunya, kembali langsung ke Godita.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Hearthstone claimed.
Hearthstone.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Godotha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril.
Lapidary.
I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Hearthstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby.
Oh, yeah?
It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Godotha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future.
Ayahnya udah tahu duluan
In
ya.
the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewellery be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Hearthstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Godotha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
Set the requitory.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive?
Iya dong.
Should we pay father a visit?
I think we should.
Harus dong.
I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
Oh, mengunjungi kuburan bapaknya lagi nih. Memorial entah kuburan dia
Come on,
di
Clive.
situ. Entah gimana.
He's waiting.
Kemungkinan kuburannya di sana nih. Di sini ya. Oh, ini ada lagi nih. Oke. Habis ini kita nyelesaikan hunt-nya guys. Aku selesaikan dalam satu episode ini ya. Biarin aja panjang guys, gua nggak peduli. Yang penting gua selesaiin.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped.
Mana dia?
Knowing he was with us would have made all the
Oh, dari bawah sini jalannya. Emaknya jahat ya.
It's just back there.
Ini dia, memorial bapaknya. Ada helmnya kata tadi di sini. Helmnya cocok ya sama armornya Clive.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Dia ada bapaknya di belakang tuh ngeliat. Nah, itu perasaan aja itu guys.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then? Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Oke, seharusnya kita udah bisa pakai XVI nih. Rusted Battle Helm. Makin banyak aja isinya di Clive Chamber ya. Ada 5 lagi, tadi kurang udah dapat 2 ya. Tinggal 3 lagi cuy. Oke, nice. Nah, ini dia. Joining hands with Joshua has joined Clive's party with and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Nice. Oke, aku mau cek lagi di sini guys. Tunggu. Ini tinggal 1 ya. Kita selesaiin yuk. Gila, udah berapa lama aku main ini nggak selesai. Banyak side questnya cuy. Kalau aku lanjutin sih sebenarnya bisa aja. Oke, kita kesini ya. Ini permintaan Uncle Byron guys.
Papa.
Tujuan akhir kita ke situ ya. Tuh ya, ke atas situ ya guys.
Just make it stop.
Tujuan akhir kita ke Origin guys. Dia bilang dia katanya di sana menciptakan manusia dulu kata dia. Habis ini kita ngambil Jill untuk masuk ke party kita ya guys. Gimana ya gitu caranya? Apa nengok di ini? Nengok di apa namanya? Nengok di di kamarnya Clive. Skip aja. Tunggu. Habis ini aku ngambil yang Jill dulu. Habis itu aku baru nyelesaikan Han ya guys. Nah, nyelesaikan Han nanti aku satu-satu nih. Iya dong, pasti satu-satu. Selesaikan semua Han ya guys. Ini terakhir nih guys.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Oh, kena serbu sama bandit dia cuy.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Selesai kalian. Itu yang tadi tuh orang Republican Army ya guys, yang di sebelah Rutherford tadi. Dia yang sering ngomong sama siapa tuh? Si Kupka.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors! I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together, even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps?
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Huh. An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
Oh, Quentin.
I hope I can convince him at least.
Berarti ke apa nih? Lost Wing nih. Berarti ke Lost Wing, guys. Nah iya nih ke Lost Wing nih. Ih, masih ada ether di sini. Si Quentin dia di apa itu ya? Di apa namanya? Di kebun itu udah tinggal sekarang ya. Di Lost Wing ini udah nggak ada lagi nih. Udah hancur nih karena serangan Flood sama Akashic. Nah, di sini dia. Di kebun ini deh, guys.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument.
Bener kan?
I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long.
Okay.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Oke. Ini kayaknya masih ada lanjutan nih guys. Masih belum selesai nih. Mudah-mudahan ada nih.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company are you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Ya gitulah orang berpolitik. Berperangnya di otak.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron, I...
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Tri-Unity.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Oke. Jadi tambah berat ini. Semuanya bertumpu di dia ya, guys. Tri-Unity Accord. Wah, tinggal 2 lagi. Tinggal 1 lagi apa 2 lagi ya? Oke. Nice, ini dia. Ayo kita pergi ke apa kita, guys?
What do you think that thing is?
Kita masuk ke kamar kita, guys. Itu kayaknya The Rising Tide udah bisa dia. Tapi Jill belum join kita, cuy. Gimana cara Jill join ya? Apa harus selesaikan semua hunt dulu ya? Kayaknya semua side quest sudah kelar nih. Nah, The Echoes of the Fallen nanti sama si Karen ya guys. Tunggu aku cek dulu deh. Aku coba cek pedang yang itu deh guys. Mana tadi dia pedangnya? Ragnarok tadi yang mana guys? Brightburn, Invictus. Nah ini dia Ragnarok. Coba lihat gimana, keren nggak? Wah cocok cuy, cocok sama ininya, sama sarungnya. Ih gila keren. Oke, aku cek dulu ya. Tinggal berapa lagi nih yang belum nih? Nice, tinggal 2 lagi cuy. Apa nih 2 lagi? Tunggu, semua Han udah kelar. Semua side quest udah kelar. Nah ini dia Concern for Jill. Oke.
If Joshua was worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Baru nih Concern for Jill. Baru bisa kita ambil dia guys. Gila udah hampir 3 jam gua main. Hampir 3 jam cuy. Ayo kita lanjutkan.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Okay. Make for the Man's Hill. For Man's Hill. Di sini ya. Nanti abis ini baru kita selesaikan Han ya guys. Aku selesaikan masih di episode ini juga ya guys. Ini side quest terakhir nih.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard?
Harpocrates. Oh bukan.
To the hideaway then.
Siapa namanya? Si Owen. Owen ya? Owen apa siapa tuh? Lupa. yang tahu tentang garden, guys.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Di Owen ya, siapa namanya? Gue lupa cuy.
Say what you will.
Salah sih namanya Owen ya.
This should tide us over till the new moon.
Oh bukan Owen. Owen ini laki-laki nih, perempuan nih guys. Frederica.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrek.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Did not reach guys. Oke. Berarti memang benar gue cuy. Harus nyelesaikan semua side quest ya. Enggak sih. Kan kemarin udah keluar itu tuh yang where there's a will. Tunggu. Gua belanja dulu cuy.
And what can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
An excellent choice. I'll be here if you need me.
Got any more of those special elixirs?
Special elixirs?
This is no time to ride. Let's go.
Lah ya Ambrosia. Sini kan? Bukan cuy. Salah. Bukan di sini.
Straight home now.
Tunggu. Gua harus masuk ke dalam sini cuy. Pergi yang dari sebelah situ. Apa ya nama daerahnya? Gua lupa.
That fool of a Duke thought he could push the day.
Ini yang sebelah sini nih. Royal Meadow ya namanya. Royal Meadows. Nah, di sini sih.
Those things didn't fight like men.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Wah, ini raptor nih. Raptor bukan? Ya, raptor.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Di the coastline. Nah, itu dia tuh. Yes, lawan ini dulu cuy.
I do. Flowers and our friends.
Selesai. Nah, bener kan? Wah, masih ada lawan.
What do you see, boy?
Oh, ada Minotaur.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Over here! That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Oke. Kita lagi menyelesaikan ya guys. Oh dia kayaknya di kamar kita tuh. Nah iya kan, di kamar kita dia. Dekat balkonnya. Iya enggak. Harusnya iya. Nah ini dia.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Ajak jalan ya, ajak jalan.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough.
Yeah.
We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized No matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Waduh. No. Nggak diliatin ya. Ketutup guys, ketutup. Aman.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Ya gila, keren kali. Cocok kali jadi apa? Jadi ini guys. Jadi wallpaper.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Nice. Ini udah bisa kita buka nih. DLC-nya cuy. Quest complete. Oke, aku selesaikan Han dulu ya. Aku mau menuhin kamarnya si Clive guys. Si Fakis. Sayangnya kita cuma bisa pakai 3 ya. Nice, ini dong. Sudah selesai. Nah, ini dia guys. Echoes of the Fallen questline. The Rising Tide. Yes, the Rising Tide-nya keluar coy. Oke. Sip. Tunggu. Nah, itu dia. Kita di sini kan? Oke, kita kembali ke sini guys. Nice. Aku mau menyelesaikan Han-nya semua cuy. Oke, tunggu aku cek dulu ya. Tunggu. Tunggu, aku mau lihat ke dalam kamar aku. Apakah udah semuanya ada? Baru kita pergi ke Han ya. Kita selesaikan semua Han ya guys. Masih di dalam episode ini juga guys. Di dalam sini nih, Rising Tide di dalam sini. Yang Echoes of the Fallen itu sama siapa itu? Tinggal satu lagi. Snow Daisy. Satu lagi cuy. Ini mungkin Han ya. Oke. Satu lagi belum komplit. Gimana gitu ya rasanya kalau belum komplit? Oke, kita cek Han kita guys. Ada tinggal berapa Han lagi? Banyak nih kalau nggak salah aku ya guys. Nanti kayaknya kita potong-potong deh. Oke. Ini more ball sighting ya. Oke. Ini ada Moody Murder, A Hill to Die On, The Breaker of the Worlds, The 10 Clubs. Wow, banyak cuy. Banyak nih. 1, 2, 3. Dari atas cuy. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oke, aku mulai dari atas dulu ya. Ini Secret, oke. Grimalkin, A Hill to Die On, A Moody Murder, The Breaker of the World, The 10 of Clubs, The Maggot Brother, Carrot, The Man in Black, Dread Comet, The Pack, Ruin Reawaken, The Pandemonium, The Tricephalic Terror, Gobermuch, Agni, Wailing Banshee, The Blood Moon, The Grim Reaper, sama Night of the Splendid Heart. Oke, ada 20 ya tadi ya. Gila banyak cuy. Oke guys, mungkin cukup sampai di sini dulu ya untuk episode kali ini guys, karena sudah terlalu panjang ya cuy, sudah 3 jam. Oke, di next episode aku akan selesaikan semuahannya dalam satu episode lagi ya guys ya. Sorry ya karena terlalu panjang guys. Dadah.